We're the Wolfe Tones.
This is our 25th anniversary year, and we'd like to take you through our music to some of our favourite places in Ireland.
From Andersonstown in Belfast to the Lakes of Killarney in County Kerry.
From the beautiful Galway Bay to the streets of Tralee.
And even to the hallowed sod of Glasgow Celtic's football field. But not forgetting Dublin, our hometown.
Toodaloo, they're looking for monkeys up in the zoo. And this is where we start our musical trip, right here in the Zoological Gardens in Dublin. Oh.
It's no lark when Dublin City is in the dark. Would you care to go to the Phoenix Park and view the Zoological Gardens? Last Sunday night I had no dough, so I took the mutt up to see the zoo. We saw the lions and the kangaroo inside the Zoological Gardens. And thunder and lightning, it's no lark when Dublin City is in the dark. Would you care to go to the Phoenix Park and view the Zoological Gardens? Well, we went out there be Castleknock, says the mutt to me, sure we'll court on the lock. And I knew she was one of the queer old stock inside the Zoological Gardens. And thunder and lightning, it's no lark when Dublin City is in the dark. Would you care to go to the Phoenix Park and view the Zoological Gardens? Well, we met to me, be our friend Jack. Would you like a ride on the elephant's back? If you don't go with that, I'll give you such a crack inside the Zoological Gardens. A thunder and lightning, it's no lark when Dublin City is in the dark. Would you care to go to the Phoenix Park and view the Zoological Gardens? Well, we went out there on our honeymoon, says the mutt to me. If you don't come soon, I'll have to get in with the hairy baboon inside the Zoological Gardens. And thunder and lightning, it's no lark when Dublin City is in the dark. Would you care to go to the Phoenix Park and view the Zoological Gardens?
The Rose of Tralee Festival is famous worldwide. On our last visit there, we filmed this song, The Boston Rose.
Now the autumn leaves are falling and the tourists have all gone, and the children, they have all gone back to school, and my life is as it was before. I work 8 hours a day, but the company's still making all the rules. But there's a girl in Massachusetts, south of Boston town, she said, and her lovely face is with me all the day. Sure, I met her down in Old Tralee, golden hair upon her head, and I took her heart and she stole mine away.
Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I'll wait for you, I'll think of you. No threat to you I'll pose. Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes.
There's a song we sang all summer in the bars of Dublin town. I can hear it on the factory radio, and the feelings I remember when I hear that simple tune make me wonder if it really happened so. For we laughed and loved together till the summer days were gone, and she had to fly across the ocean wide. So goodbye, my Boston beauty, until we meet again, and I'll keep the fire burning deep inside.
Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I'll wait for you, I'll think of you. No threat to you I'll pose. Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes.
And some nights when I'm drinking and my friends have gathered round, well, just for fun, someone brings up your name. Well, I smile there with the rest of them, but I can't hear a sound. I love you, but to them it's all the same. And nights when I'm alone, my love, you come into my mind, and visions flash upon that inward eye. Well, I watch the moon there up above, then I leave this earth behind, and I call to you as I go sailing by.
Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I'll wait for you, I'll think of you. No threat to you I'll pose. Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. I wish that you were here.
So farewell, my Boston Rose.
Being an island, there's no end to the stories of the sea in this country. Here's a song we filmed in Galway Bay. You've all heard of a mermaid. Well now, here's the merman story.
I'm a sailor man from Wexford town. I've sailed the 7 seas. I will tell you a true story of the sunny southern seas. We were caught up in the doldrums while waiting for a breeze, when the stillness of the day was broke by a merman in the deep blue seas. Well, the captain, he slept below, while the crew, they lay about. When down in the ocean wise, we heard his mighty shout. His hair was red, his eyes were green, his beard was floating free. He'd a long green tail that could kill a whale that waggled in the deep blue sea.
And the mermaids looked so beautiful as they swam around by the shore. But this merman with his fishy tail I'd never seen before. And sailors tell the tallest tales, I never told a lie. He'd a long green tail that could kill a whale that wobbled as he swam close by.
Was it Neptune that appeared to us from his mansions in the deep? Then the cockatool, well, he ran below, woke the captain from his sleep. And the captain came on deck at once, took a look into the deep. Oh, I've never seen the likes of this, the merman then he soon agreed. Then who are you, where do you come from, what do you want here? Then he shook his tail, it rocked our boat, it filled our hearts with fear. You've dropped your anchor on my house, it's blocking up me door. And the wife, the mermaid, she's trapped inside, and my children can't get out no more.
And the mermaids looked so beautiful as they swam around by the shore. But this merman with his fishy tail I'd never seen before. And sailors tell the tallest tales, I never told a lie. He'd a long green tail that could kill a whale that wobbled as he swam close by.
Well, we quickly hoisted anchor, boys, and the merman then did smile. Sure, my name is Patrick John O'Rourke, I came from Erin's Isle. It was many years ago from now, I was shipwrecked on the reef, when this pretty mermaid, she rescued me from the perils of the ocean deep. And we very soon were married, way down in the deep blue sea. Now I'm happy and contented with me wife and family, though I oft times wished I could go home and live on Ireland's shore. But I'm committed to the ocean deep, and I can't go home again no more.
And the mermaids looked so beautiful as they swam around by the shore. But this merman with his fishy tail I'd never seen before. And sailors tell the tallest tales, but I never told a lie. He'd a long green tail that could kill a whale and wobbled as he swam close by. And the mermaids looked so beautiful as they swam around by the shore. But this merman with his fishy tail I'd never seen before. And sailors tell the tallest tales, but I never told.
Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney. Well, we're not in Killarney this time, but at a festival in Salt Hill in County Galway, where we play this song, and it's a particularly favourite song amongst our audiences. We hope you enjoy it as well. Sing along, come on, here we go with The Devil is Dead.
The devil is dead and buried in Killarney. More say her rose again. More say her rose again. And join the British Army. Mythical, 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 and early in the morning. Cut your leg up, paddy dear, I'm over here. Cut your leg up, paddy dear, time to stop me yawning. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney. More say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again, and joined the British Army. Oh, you followed in a till she looks her ups around me. Race her in the beddy's night, race her in the beddy's night, race her in the beddy's night, race her nice and mandy. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney. Oh, say he rose again, oh, say he rose again, oh, say he rose again and jerked the British Army. Tall, 6 foot tall, 6 foot tall, a mighty man, 6 foot tall, he likes his sugar candy. Goes to bed at 6 o'clock, goes to bed at 6 o'clock, goes to bed at 6 o'clock, lazy fat and dandy. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney. Oh, say he rose again, oh, say he rose again, oh, say he rose again and joined the British Army. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney. Oh, say he rose again, oh, say he rose again, oh, say he rose again and joined the British Army.
The Irish harp is Ireland's national instrument and a delight to listen to. In this song we feature Brian on the harp, and it was recorded in the barren beauty of the west of Ireland.
When all beside a vigil keep, the west asleep, the west asleep. Alas and well may Erin weep when Connacht lies in slumber deep. Their lakes and plains smile fair and free, mid rocks their guardian chivalry. Sing, oh, let man learn liberty from crashing a wind and a lashing sea. That chainless wave and a lovely land, freedom and nationhood demand. Be sure the great God never planned for slumbering slaves a home so grand, and along a brave and haughty race honored and sentineled the place. Sing, oh, not even their sons' disgrace can quite destroy their glory's trace. For often in O'Connor's van to triumph dashed each Connacht clan, and fleet as deer the Normans ran through Corshly of Pass and Adrahan, and late slopes, and Shannon's away. And if when all our vigil keep, the west's asleep, the west's asleep, alas and well may Erin weep that Connacht lies in slumber deep. But hark a voice like thunder spake, the west's awake, the west's awake. Sing oh, hurrah, let England quake. We'll watch till then for Erin's sake.
There is no more sacred ground in all of Scotland than that of Parkhead, home of the famous Glasgow Celtic football team. And we're very proud to have played on that very pitch.
It was far across the sea when the devil got a hold of me. He wouldn't set me free, so he kept me sold for ransom. Na 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 na. I'm a sailor man from Glasgow town. I've roamed this world around and round. He's the meanest thing that I had found in all me days of wandering. Na 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 na. And I could see his evil eyes. What's then he took me by surprise. Take me to your paradise. I want to see the jungle. Na 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 na. Here we go again. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise. We love the jungle deep. That's where the lion sleeps. For then those evil eyes, they have no place in paradise. Graffiti on the wall just as the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall of the cells, of the cells. Graffiti on the wall, it says we're magic, we're magic. Graffiti on the wall. Graffiti on the wall. And it says ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. We went through each jungle deep, for the paradise that we did seek was no trip for the weak. There waltzing with the natives. Na 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 na. From the Amazon to Borneo, from Africa to Tokyo, to the darkest jungles of the world, but nowhere could I lose them. Na 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 na. Around in circles every way, he turned to me and he did say, I think you're leading me astray. I want your soul, me bio. Na 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 na. Here we go again. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise.
jungle deep. That's where the lion sleeps. For then those evil eyes, they have no place in paradise.
Graffiti on the wall just as the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall.
Of the cells, of the cells.
Graffiti on the wall, it says we're magic, we're magic. Graffiti on the wall.
Graffiti on the wall.
It says ooh
Ah, up the rat, say ooh ah, up the rat. Ooh ah, up the rat, say ooh ah, up the rat. Ooh ah, up the rat, say ooh ah, up the rat. Ooh ah, up the rat, say ooh ah, up the rat. Ooh ah, up the rat, say ooh ah, up the rat. Ooh ah, up the rat, say ooh ah, up the rat.
We're proud to have called our band after the great patriot Wolfe Tone. Wolfe Tone, founder of the United Irishmen, was born in Dublin. But he was no stranger to Belfast, and that's where we go for our next song. This time about a modern day patriot and a man called Joe McDonnell, whose death in a struggle for freedom was as brave and heroic as Wolfe Tone's.
Oh, me name's Joe McDonnell. From Belfast town I came. That city I will never see again. For in the town of Belfast I spent many happy days. I love that town in oh so many ways. For it's there I spent my childhood and found for me a wife. I then set out to make for her a life. But all my young ambitions met with bitterness and hate. I soon found myself inside a prison gate. And you dare to call me a terrorist while you look down your gun. When I think of all the deeds that you have done. You have plundered many nations, divided many lands. You had terrorized their peoples. You ruled with an iron hand, and you brought this reign of terror to my land. Through those many months' internment in the Maidstone and the Maze, I thought about my land throughout those days. Why my country was divided, why I was now in jail, imprisoned without crime or without trial. And though I love my country, I am not a bitter man. I've seen cruelty and injustice at first hand. So then one fateful morning I shook bold freedom's hand. For right or wrong I'd try to free my land. And you dare to call me a terrorist while you look down your gun.
many nations, divided many lands. You had terrorized their peoples, you ruled with an iron hand, and you brought this reign of terror to my land. Then one cold October's morning, trapped in a lion's den, I found myself imprisoned once again. I was committed to the H-blocks for 14 years or more. On the blanket, the conditions, they were poor. Then a hunger strike we did commence for the dignity of man. But it seemed to me that no one gave a damn. But now I am a saddened man. I've watched my comrades die. If only people cared or wondered why. And you dare to call me a terrorist while you look down your gun. When I think of all the deeds that you had done. You have plundered many nations, divided many lands. You had terrorized their peoples, you ruled with an iron hand, and you brought this reign of terror to my land. May God shine on you, Bobby Sands, for the courage you have shown. May your glory and your fame be widely known. And Francis Hughes and Ray McCreesh, who died unselfishly, and Patsy O'Hara, and the next in line is me. And those who lie behind me, may your courage be the same. And I pray to God my life is not in vain. Ah, but sad and bitter was the year of 1981. For everything I've lost and nothing's won.
Well, our concert schedule takes us all over the world. US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Great Britain, and recently to Europe, to a place, Quimper in Brittany, where they enjoy a similar Celtic heritage to ourselves, and of course the love for the pipes. Noel is going to play the pipes, the Uilleann pipes, this time in that festival in Quimper. Derek is going to sing the song, The Piper That Played Before Moses.
Oh, come rise, I tell you a story of a piper who lived long ago, and he played all sorts of music for isolation that pose. At Hooley's weddings and parties, me lads he was always the same, but he'd dance and he'd sing the walkers and things, the dances and musical games. We invited him down to the party, he brought us a pipes by chance. We asked to play a bit of a tune, said no, but I'll give you a bit of a dance. We gave him a night and a whiskey, followed a bottle of stout. We got him a town, a bag of the spice. This is the tune that came out. a plea before Moses was a comical bit of the tout. He'd answer to fellas and chanters and ribbons and pipes singing out. And when he go for to squeeze them, he'd puff and he'd blow. He'd scream and he'd shout and music came out, so out to the races he'd go.
We invited them down to the party. He brought us a bunch by chance. We asked to play a bit of a tune and said no,
but I'll give you a bit of a dance.
we gave him a naggin of whiskey, poured a bottle of stout, and we cut a great hole in the back of his pipes. This is the tune that came out.
He had all sorts of friends and relations that travelled from way overseas, with all sorts of grandeur and splendour, so you'd really get weak at the knees. We cleared back the tables and dressers when the skunks from Russia came in, and the huckers they danced, they all took a chance, keep the play to begin.
We invited him down to the party. He brought us a bunch by chance. We asked to play a bit of a tune and said no,
but I'll give you a bit of a dance.
we gave him a naggin of whiskey, poured a bottle of stout, and we cut a great hole in the back of his pipes. This is the tune that came out.
Now we invited them down to the party. He brought us a bunch by chance.
We asked to play a bit of a tune and said no,
But I'll give you a bit of a dance.
we gave him a naggin of whiskey, poured a bottle of stout, we cut a great hole in the back of his pipes. This is the tune that came out.
Behind me here is Newgrange, or to give it its Gaelic title, Brú na Bóinne, one of the great historical monuments of Ireland. The society that built this great monument flourished in Ireland over 5,000 years ago, and it must have been a very sophisticated one. This song is a tribute to the people, the men and women who built this great monument those years past.
Your mysteries lay hidden in stones that can't speak. Through time all your wondrous knowledge we seek. Be tomb or ye temple, we'd like to know why. On midwinter's morning you seek light from the sky. Your white quartz stones must have brightened the days when the sun shone down and reflected its rays. You refuse us a key or some Rosetta Stone. We just gaze on your circles, on your motives and moans.
Sing away, Brú na Bóinne, on the banks of the Boyne. Falling down for your glory would not yield to time. Glory home to the men and the women laid to rest, who brought greatness to Ireland, the island of the blessed.
From your pillars of grandeur an answer is sought, when the tomb of the pharaohs were only a cot. Irish folk in their labour looked up from the Boyne to see standing a monument that would not yield to time. Then the cheetahs, the feeder, the monks stopped to call. All trample the hills unto Tara's royal halls, and they watched on the cradle of our art and design that inspired Irish artists much later in time.
Sing away, Brú na Bóinne, on the banks of the Boyne. For the dawn for your glory would not yield to time. Glory home to the men and the women
your place in a county still royal with its arms, with a river of beauty with countless wild charms. You stand there majestic, a tower on the plain, and your passage of wonder, a secret remains. So be proud of Erin, the history long gone, that inspired generations of men later on. Your age is your greatness, and the testament still, as you stand Brunabonia on a county mead hill. Sing away, Brunabonia, on the banks of the Moyne. Fallen down for your glory, but not yield to time. Glory all to the men and the women laid to rest, who brought greatness to Ireland, the Isle of the Blessed.
The lakes of Killarney are famous in song and story throughout the world. So when you combine this background with Padraig Pearse's Gaelic song, it makes a great combination.
and Verlaine, but they are crack to vein. Gave in the hoodie fra, he shall of Merlog, is to deal to Lish na Gauldem. Oro shed of Awalia, Oro shed of Awalia, Oro shed of Awalia, and is shed Hopton Townie. A bwyledi yn ofad gwfegan, mar mi bio yn ni gog siachban, ran yw weil, is nil a gosh gyd bog, eich fogod ffain a gawlef. Oro shed of Awalia, Oro shed of Awalia, Oro shed of Awalia, and is shed Hopton Townie. Ran you will a choctor salya, obligan mahale margar the whaley fain, he franking us panic, his rugged there Magauleb. Oro shed of Awalia, Oro shed of Awalia, Oro shed of Awalia, and his share Hopton Townie. Oro shed of Awalia, Oro shed of Awalia. Oro shed of Awalia, and his share Hopton Townie.
One of our favourite venues in England is the National Club in Kilburn, where we play to a large contingent of Irish over here in London. We were both very surprised and delighted to receive a double platinum disc for our recent album from K-Tel. On that album is a song, The Big Strong Man. So now let's hear Brian sing it for us.
Have you heard about the big strong man? He lives in a caravan. Have you heard about the Jeffrey Johnson fight? Oh, what a hell of a fight. You can take all the heavyweights you got. We got a lad who can beat the whole lot. Oh, well, he used to ring the bells in the belfry. It's gonna fight. Jack Dempsey was my brother. So that's what What's he got? A row of 40 medals on the chest. Big chest. He killed 50 battle in the west. He knows no rest. Big the man has fired. Don't push, just shove. And you're rookie with me. He's got an arm. He's got an arm. Ladies say, and a bunch stop and think about the ship. A big ship. It takes all the army and the navy. Come out the window. Still best. Well, he thought he'd take a trip to Italy. Thought that he'd go by sea. He jumped out the harbour in New York and he swam like a man made of cork. He saw the Lusitania in distress. What'd he do? Bought the Lusitania on the chest. A big chest, drank all the water in the sea. He walked all the way to Italy. That was me brother Sylvester. What's he got? It's got a roll of 40 medals on the chest. He killed 50 bowmen in the west. He knows no less. Big the man has fire. Don't push, just show. Plenty room for you and me. He's got an arm. He's got an arm. Ladies hang on a bunch stop and think about the ship. Big ship. It takes the army and the navy. Come out the window. Still does. Well, he thought he'd take a trip to old Japan. They turned out the whole brass band. He played every instrument he got. Like a lad, sure he beat the whole lot. Now the old church bells will ring. The old church choir will sing. They all turned out to say farewell to my big brother Sylvester. That was me brother Sylvester. A row of 40 medals on his chest. Big chest. He killed 50 bowmen in the west. He knows no rest. Big the man has fire. Don't push, just shove. Plenty room for you and me. He's got an arm. He's got an arm. Ladies hang on a bunch stop and think about the ship. Big ship. It takes the army and the navy. Out the window. Sylvester.
Some of our greatest patriotic songs come from the county of Kerry. And here's a song that tells of the heroic deeds of that noble patriot, Roger Casement.
'Twas on Good Friday morning, all in the month of May, a German ship was signaling beyond out in the bay. We've 20,000 rifles all ready for to land, but no answering signals did come from the lonely Bannostrand. No signal answers from the shore, Sir Roger sadly said. No comrades here to meet me, alas, they must be dead. But I must do my duty, and at once I mean to land. So in a small boat pulled ashore on the lonely Bannostrand. Now the RIC were hunting for Sir Roger high and low. They found him at McKenna's fort. Said they, "You are our foe." Said he, "I'm Roger Casement. I came to my native land. I mean to free my countrymen on the lonely Bannostrand." They took Sir Roger prisoner and sailed for London town. And in the Tower they laid him, a traitor to the crown. Said he, "I am no traitor," but his trial he had to stand for bringing German rifles to the lonely Bannostrand. 'Twas in an English prison that they led him to his death. I'm dying for my country, he said with his last breath. They buried him in British soil, far from his native land, and the wild waves sing his requiem on the lonely Banna Strand. They took Sir Roger home again in the year of 65, and with his comrades of 16 in peace and tranquil lies, his last fond wish it is fulfilled, for to lie in his native land, and the waves will roll in peace again on the lonely Banna Strand.
I'm standing here near the source of the River Liffey in County Wicklow. The River Liffey rises in Wicklow and flows through County Kildare into Dublin, our hometown. This is a little love song to encourage our young people to stay at home. It's a song called Flow Liffey Waters.
And I've touched a dream and made love down by the Liffey. I was lost in the arms, in the mists of love, in the bosom of the city. Then she said that she was leaving to cross the Irish Sea. Oh, please stay with me in Dublin town, sure it's part of you and me. Flow, Liffey waters, flow gently to the sea. Flow, Liffey waters, flow, and sing and dance for me. They say the grass is greener on the far side of the hill, for we belong to Dublin town, sure it's part of you and me. Now she'll have my child, and our love is strong, and we'll face this world together, and we'll walk the streets through the liberties in the wind and stormy weather, for there's gold in every rainbow, and if only we could see that we are part of Dublin town, sure it's part of you and me. Flow, Liffey waters, flow gently to the sea. Flow, Liffey waters, flow, and sing and dance for me. They say the grass is greener on the far side of the hill, for we belong to Dublin town, sure it's part of you and me. So here's to Finglas and Bluebell and the girls of Ballyfermot, from Blackrock out to Ballymun, and the boys in Sean McDermott, for a city is its people, so stay and stand by me, and we'll share our lives in this old town, sure it's part of you and me. Flow,
Well, we conclude our little musical trip around Ireland right here in our own hometown of Dublin, amongst some of our oldest landmarks. We hope you enjoyed the little trip around Ireland on the one road with the Wolf Tones, and we look forward to seeing you in the near future in your favourite place.
As down the glen one Easter morn to a city fair rode I, their armed lines of marching men in squadrons passed me by. No pipes did hum, no battle drum did sound its loud tattoo, but the Angelus bell or the Liffey swell rang out in the foggy dew.
Right proudly high over Dublin town they flung out the flag of war. 'Twas better to die 'neath an Irish sky than at Suvlar or Sudelbar. And from the plains of Royal Mead strong men came hurrying through, while Britannia's Huns with their long-range guns sailed in through the foggy dew.
'Twas England bade our wild geese go, that small nations might be free. But their lonely graves are by Suvla's waves on the fringe of the great North Sea. Oh, had they died by Pierce's side or fought with Cathal, their names we keep where the Fenians sleep, neath the shroud of the foggy dew.
Oh, the bravest fell and the requiem bell rang mournfully and clear for those who died at Eastertide in the springtime of the year. While the world did gaze with deep amaze at those fearless men but few, who bore the fight that the freedom's light might shine through the foggy dew.
Back through the glen I rode again, my heart with grief was sore, for I parted with those valiant men that I'll never see no more. But to and fro in my dreams I go, and I kneel and pray for you. For slavery fled, oh glorious dead, when you fell in the foggy dew.
The song indeed that has become a theme song for the Wolf Tones over the many years we've been together. The song called We're on the One Road.
We're on the one road, share the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, remember the wrong road. But we're together, now who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades, so Dublin, Belfast, Cork, and we go. We're on the one road, swinging along, singing a soldier's song. Tinker, tailor, everyone just sang, butcher, baker, shovel, and gone. A rich man, a poor man, every man alive, all together just like old lang syne. We're on the one road, share the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, and maybe the wrong road, but we're together, now who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades, all Dublin, Belfast, Donegal, we're on the one.